Hey everyone, so today I just wanted to give you guys an updated view at my political collection, my political memorabilia collection, from pins to posters to 3D items to hats to mugs, whatever it may be. And I haven't done one in a while, so I just wanted to share it with you. So let's get started. So first we'll start in this corner. On this side, we have a bunch of pins. This is on a bulletin board, and then the rest outlining it are on string. I'll do the string pins first, just so you can get a look. Berry Goldwater, that's anti-Berry Goldwater. Can't really see those ones, but I've got a Kennedy bumper sticker. So many pins here. McGovern, Humphrey, Roosevelt. That's a window sticker right there for FDR. This is for Eisenhower, because Adlai Stevenson, there was a picture taken and he had a hole in his shoe. So Eisenhower used that to his advantage. Don't let that happen to you. Here are some Carter pins, and for his 98th birthday yesterday. This is for George Romney from 1964, actually not 1968. This is what they call a flicker pin, and I have a lot more that we'll get to. Or a flasher. That's what they're supposed to be called, apparently. So hopefully, or you can rewatch that if you need to. And now let's go over here onto this little table. Sorry, I didn't really clean up that extra stuff. We have George Bush, more Bush, Obama. This is Ike Eisenhower as a cork. Then we have nesting dolls for Clinton and others. So now let's get up here. Just get up on my stool. So this is the shelf in my room. So these are mostly all pins from the Democratic primary in 2022. So we have Warren, Yang, Elizabeth Warren, Kirsten Gillibrand, Mike Bloomberg, Kamala, Amy Klobuchar, Bernie, that's from 2016, Deval Patrick, Bernie again, Beto, then Mike, and then Yang at the end, and then Jesse Jackson and Spiro Agnew. We have some candy cigars here, whistles. We have a Fetterman sign that I got from Pennsylvania when I traveled through, and I got some more signs that I'll show you all. This is a Jimmy Carter mask. This is a Ralph Nader yard sign, actually, that you'd, like a typical yard sign. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know in the comments. And sorry about the glare. That is an Alf Landon frame, an Alf Landon poster and all pins, and even a license plate topper in the top left. Those are all from 1936. And then we have, this poster is one of my favorites, Dynamic Duo Exposed. It's LBJ and Humphrey. I assume it's pro LBJ and Humphrey. Then a framed Nader poster that I really like, and it fit perfectly in the frame, so I decided why not. And then we have all pins. This was originally all Kennedy pins. However, I had a 6-inch Kennedy pin in the middle, and I had to put it somewhere else. So I had to exchange it for a Carter one. So this one is a bit weird. This is one of my weird items. This is a cardboard cutout of Bill Clinton. Awfully strange. We have an Andrew Yang yard sign up there. A Themis Claridis yard sign who ran in the Republican primary for U.S. Senate in Connecticut. I'm going to try to, don't want to show myself in the mirror there, so let me go up here. This is for Martin O'Malley. And then we do have a Gerald Ford poster here. Alright, so let's go to the next spot. So this is another section here. Let's start off up here. We have a bunch of pins. Humphrey, Reagan, Nixon. So many pins. Too many, probably. Lodge for senator. He was a Connecticut senator. Not Henry Cabot Lodge, unfortunately. We have two Andrew Yang hats. Both same math. Brim. And right on there. This is one of the first 500 math hats ever made, by the way. It has a tag to prove it, but It's kind of hard to get up there, so I won't show it. Maybe in a future video. We have an Obama hat, Beto hat. We have a signed Deval Patrick for New Hampshire poster with high hopes. I didn't personally meet him, I just bought that. And then we have a Beto for Senate poster. And a Humphrey Muskie sash on the edge there. Alright, so let's go in the display case, shall we? So I opened it up for you guys so we can get a good look inside. These are 3 Wilkie items, all pretty cool. The top 2 were for your car or bike. This newspaper score, Alien Backs Clinton. That's, tabloid. I Love JK, John K. I'm a big George Romney fan. That's a brochure from 1964. Then this one's pretty cool, an Alf Landon mug from 1936, still in amazing condition. This is one of my favorite items also. As you can see, most of my favorite items are in the display case. This is in Peaches and Cream for Bill Clinton. We have a couple convention things there. And then on the second shelf, we have another George Bush doll. These are 2 of my favorite items. These are collectible bobbleheads for Larry Hogan. These were made after he shaved his head because he had cancer and he had to go through chemotherapy. He's the governor of Maryland, still currently. And it was for a Bowie Bay Sox baseball game at some Maryland team, local. And they took a poll, which one they decided they liked better, hair or no hair. I believe hair won, but they used these to, show it off. He signed a lot of them. Unfortunately, these are not signed, but one of my favorite items right here. They don't bobble very much, though, which is unfortunate. Gore Lieberman. So this is Eunice Kennedy Shriver's autograph. So this was JFK's sister. And then, let's see if I could get it. And that's Ted Kennedy's signature, which is pretty cool. And then some less cool items. You could take a look there. And then the bottom, that I've had a Nixon hat and a history book sitting there for 2 years now, and I never have the motivation to make it nice. So let's move on to the next section. So here's our next section. Let's start off here on top of the display case. We have a Nixon hat. I made this globe out of puzzle pieces I bought. And this is a sheet of uncut $1 bills. Pretty cool. I kind of collect coins and currency, but more so this, as you can see. So these are my best pins, okay? So, well, we should say that these are my best too, but I really wanted to make a case with all flashers, so I made one with that. So these are my best pins right here. And, of course, I put them in these nice Viker cases. So here's the JFK pin I was talking about. And Carter, Goldwater. There's a Goldwater tie clip as a flasher. This pin is worth a lot right here, McCarthy. This one is worth 60 to 80 bucks in an auction. Hadley. Hiram Fong, one of my favorite political figures. Thomas Dewey, that's a great pin I got yesterday, actually. And Pat Nixon. And then we have Brian McMahon, who you'll only find this pin in Connecticut. I show you. This one is really cool. Sherrod Brown for state rep. This is way before he was senator or anything like that, and I found this at a flea market in Connecticut. How amazing is that? This you could get 28 bucks off of, or for. This one's nice. Sorry for the glare, guys. I'll try to zoom in. Maybe that'll help. This is for Henry Wallace from 1948. That's a very cool pin. This is a nice FDR one I got for $2.50 at a flea market. You'll probably like this. Roosevelt, Fairbanks, 1904. That thing goes for a lot, probably 75 bucks. And then I got this yesterday also. It's for his inauguration. And now here are all my flickers. Nixon, Humphrey, Nixon, Adlai, Carter, Nixon, Johnson, Goldwater, Reagan, Wallace, Ike, Romney, Ike, Goldwater, Humphrey, Goldwater, Nixon, Walter, he was a Union leader, and Ella Grasso. And as for the posters, one of my favorite posters, Agnew Oops, so 70s. And then Kennedy for president, leadership for the 60s. And then we have all signs from the 2020 Democratic primary. John Delaney, Warren, Bennett, Tulsi, Kamala, Swalwell, Marianne, Beto, and Bernie. And then we have this nice Truman framed portrait that I got framed for $15. And while we're at it, we can do this. Not much cool stuff here. Kind of just stuff I threw in here to fill up the space. Now let's go to the next section. So this will be our final section. In my opinion, the best section. Right below this is my bed. So we have this Kennedy Johnson huge paper poster. Great poster, so original looking. Let's go to this side. We have 2 vintage pop art posters from 1968 for Bobby Kennedy and Hubert Humphrey. And then up top, we have the Pennsylvania Senate and Governor Democratic ticket. As you guys know, I'm an independent, a forwardist, really. But I don't want anyone to be mad by this. It's just that I really like both of these candidates. It's not like I'm a hardcore Democrat or anything. I'm not a Democrat at all. I hate the Democratic Party. I hate the Republican Party. But yeah. But I traveled through Pennsylvania and I visited the Democratic headquarters where they had all the paper signs for Fetterman and these 2 yard signs and so many more yard signs. So they let me take one of everything. And so of course I had to pick these up as I'm big fans. So this is like besides the ones in those Vicar cases, these are the best pins I have. Yeah, I don't think I want to stand up on my bed because it's gross. But you could get a good look here. Again, if you have any questions about anything, let me know in the comments. And these are all vintage, by the way. Not a single one is a View Pro. And then I also got all these items in Pennsylvania. A few Mastriano items, Doug Mastriano running for governor, and 2 Shapiro, 1 Austin Davis for lieutenant governor. And we have some nice bumper stickers here. I switched to Adlai, and then in the back says I like Ike. Scoop Jackson, a Fetterman brochure, and Humphrey. So that wraps this up. My hand is tired. So thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions, let me know, as I said. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks.